Do you want to smell like RoboCop? Then this is the fragrance review for you. What's up guys, this is the Entrepreneur here today with a new fragrance review of course, as you just saw, Yves de Sistelle Thallium, aka RoboCop. Now, I think the bottle looks like something straight out of the RoboCop movies, but topic for another day. Say what you will about the bottle, it looks kind of cheap, it looks cheesy, whatever, but it's also kind of cool, because who doesn't love RoboCop? Anyway, Thallium, the smell. You got this sweet, synthetic, extremely immature fragrance. This is a little bit musky. I think the fruit in it is pineapple. It's a very synthetic fruit. This fragrance is kind of interesting because even though it is so sweet and so immature, it does lean masculine. It's one of those few that actually manages to keep it leaning masculine. I'm not sure why that is. It might be the metallic-y edge it has. But another fragrance that I actually think this compares really well to, especially from a modern standpoint, is Jean-Paul Gautier Ultra Male. I really think this one and Ultra Male have a lot of similarities. You know, they've each got this synthetic, sweet smell with a fruit in there to kind of liven it up and make it not a complete dumpster fire. You know, for Ultra Male it's pear, and for Thallium I believe it's pineapple. But I really find similarities between the two of them in the way that they shouldn't be masculine, but in a way they are, and they kind of have this sweet, clean smell to them that really gets a lot of compliments. I think they're quite similar, and that's the smell for Thallium. The only thing different about Thallium is, of course, it does not have that bubblegum sweetness from Ultra Male in it, but other than that, I see a lot of similarities between the two. How does Thallium perform? Well, I get about 8 to 10 hours, which, when you consider the price, which we're going to later, is really, really awesome. That's pretty solid longevity. That's all you're gonna need for a night out at the club or whatever, but we're not quite there yet. Projection, it's always a foot. It's always solid, and right off the bat, it's gonna project like a beast, really. Very, very solid performance, especially from a $30 fragrance. Now, where can I see this being worn and by whom? Number one spot is the club. Done. Easily. It's just another sweet bomb of a fragrance that does get compliments and is great for the club scenario. It's loud, it's going to last you all night. Perfect for club. I do also think you can wear this on more outside-y dates, and I think in casual scenarios as well. You should be fine. Who's gonna wear this? Definitely that less immature type player guy. I think that is what Thallium was really made for, and if that sounds like you, it's probably a good option. Now, as far as clothes for Thallium, I went button-down shirt and black jeans. This is quite a simple look for the club, but I don't really go to the club anymore, so this is the best I could do in my collection of clothes. But I really think this look's gonna kill it for you out at the club. I'm a big fan of dark colors, especially going out, and I think dark blue and black just go so well together. You've got the jeans that are a bit washed out just to make them a little bit more playful, and I hope you can see my shoes. Do have just plain old white Vans, but it's really just a great look, and it's going to get the job done at the club, at a party, at a festival even, if you don't mind being super hot. And Thallium is a really perfect fit for an outfit like this. Okay, so now we're going to touch on compliments. Does this get compliments? Yes, it does. This is not one that I reach for all the time, but when I do, especially in going out scenarios, I really do find that this is a compliment getter. Do girls like it? Yes, they do. That's where the majority of the compliments come from, girls. Guys, I don't think they really get why another man would want to smell sweet, but for whatever reason, girls really love it, and that's what we're in the game for. So, is it a compliment getter? Yeah, mostly from girls, so double whammy there. Like I said, I don't wear it all the time, but it does get the job done. So I normally don't touch on price much, but since it's a cheapie, I have to. The most you're gonna pay for this 100ml bottle is 30 bucks, which is a fantastic deal when you factor in everything that I just said about it. So I had to touch on the price here because it's just too low for such a nice fragrance. Does it smell kinda cheap? Yes, it does, but when you factor in just the compliments, the performance, where you're gonna use this, when you're gonna use this, I really do think it's a great bang for buck. Minor detour, on to my closing thoughts and the rating. So, as you can guess, I really do like Thallium. I think when I made my top cheap fragrances list, this was number 1. Don't quote me on that, because that was 2 years ago almost. How time flies. But Thallium really is still a great fragrance, and I think especially if you're on a budget, or if you're just not into spending 50 bucks plus on a bottle, I think this is a fantastic option. At $30, this is going to do you for those colder nights out. These are going to do you in the club year-round, casually in the cold months again. It's just a great option. So if you're less mature, if you're more fun, more playful, I think Thallium's a fantastic option. When you factor everything in, especially that price tag, it's a really good deal. Now, is this a keeper for life for me? I don't think so, but I think as an option just to have, especially for those of us that don't club all the time, just to have this in there for when you do, it is a very solid fragrance, and it's probably enough reason for you to keep it around. Now, as for an overall rating, this is really tough to rate. I always have a hard time rating cheapies because you have to factor in the price to everything. If we just go on scent quality, it's going to get murdered by a niche fragrance or even ultra male. But when we factor in that price, what you get for this fragrance, and it does get some pretty solid compliments, I jump between an 8 and a 9 out of 10, so I guess we will call it an 8.5. For me, it's pretty much my designated if I go to the club or if I don't know what to wear when it's cold out scent. This is a great option, and it's so cheap that you don't mind spraying it like crazy. It does get compliments, it does perform, and it does have a kind of goofy bottle, and who doesn't like goofy presentation? So guys, that's been my review for Yves de Sistelle Thallium. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think of Thallium? Is it as good as I say it is? How does it work for you? Where do you wear it? What do you wear it with? I think is a great question. I think this is best for the club. Clubs and nights out are really the only places that I've tried it, so let us know if you've tried it anywhere else. I can't imagine putting this on with a suit though, unless your suit is bright purple and pink with stripes down the back like a zebra. But other than that, I don't think that this is a formal fragrance. Guys, this has been The Sentrepreneur. If you enjoyed this video and it helped you out, I would encourage you to subscribe down below if you haven't done so already. Hit the thumbs up and the bell. Get notified whenever I come out with new videos. Follow me on Snapchat. My name is down there in the description. You will see Scents of the Days. You probably will see this a couple times in the winter, but who knows? I don't club, but whatever. It's still a great fragrance, so I might put it on anyway. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope the review helped you decide on Thallium. We are getting closer to fall, so you're gonna start to see more cold weather reviews and themed videos drop. I will see you in the next video. Have an awesome day.